last week's 3-1 win over.
Dug out by Onana, collected by Buendia out from Schlager. Thomas Lech's team. There's Lamar Bogart show on the near side. One back for Arve to the far side into Bidstrup. Nice to see Unai Emery's team having a bit more of little to show for it so far. Onana getting into it. And perhaps an opportunity, not much from at all. Blasted towards the goal. And towards the goal. It was a super save. Denies Soumaila Diabate and towards Baidu, but almost midway through the first half as Digne Gona played in more, but Dia trying to find Watkins by the busy figure of Buendia. That's excellent from Onana. Getting back goal side. Gadu. One back by Lisland, turn away from Kitano. Collected by Dean. Left, Onana. Into what's playing here as Sancho looks there. And Sancho brilliantly taken down. RB Salzburg quick to break. Mid-season break in the Austrian Bundesliga. Try and keep themselves Salta Kitano for the playoffs. The Salzburg are still outside the top 24. Time and space for Hemmings into, but it fell at the feet of Harvey Elliott. This is Buendia. Almost had one in the opening minute. This is Ali Begovic. Trummer. Royal Highness the Prince of Wales. Villa Park watching the games. Last week in Istanbul. Stumble there by Mings. Door inside the stumble from Mings. It's door left ajar. They combined tonight. Caught out again in possession. He's not had a great. The bounce beats Rodgers, who was having a rest tonight. Ollie Watkins, and hopefully no. Under Schlager, who hasn't really had very much. Still going here. It's Baidu for Salzburg. Bogart. It's Rodgers chasing after it. Gadu. Trummer with the header. One by Diabate. Manage was away from home. 3-1 at. Hemmings, nicely done. Digne will chase. He's going to go for goal. That's Bidstrup. Excellent first half for Thomas Lech. This season. 2014, 15 and 16. And Digne's given it away. Lindelof clears. He's at the other end of the field. Gadu under pressure. Seasons ago in the semi-final of the Conference League, they dropped points in at home. Since seasons was a goalless draw with Juventus last season. Sending it forward for this one last attack of the half. There goes the half-time whistle. Rohit Saji from Norway just before the break has gone off. Can't find a way through. There's Diabate. Cash launching that throw inch per feet from their 7 matches in the Europa League before turns by go-ahead Eagles. With a chance to whip it into the box. Really pressure here. Hit on the pitch. First touch of the ball. For Musa Yilmaz causing the problems opponents, but they're loving this one. Lindelof. Middle. Cash up in support too. A couple of weeks ago. On the front foot. Gadu by Edmund Baidu. For the home side so far. 2 down and to what looked like a muscle injury. Brings into Harvey Elliott. It's in contention to stay in the competition, but they're reliant to Rodgers. Nicely done. It's Buendia. Sancho. Sharp passing exchange. Digne keeps it alive, and the shot. Get the points and manage to survive. Sancho's ball back in. Dace. Here comes Sancho again, looking for... This is Elliott into Boga. Musa Yo, the goal scorer. 2 home games in the space of a few days. Brighton at home. Floating that to Joan Gadu. Remember that from Salzburg. Trummer across. Diabate. Kitano. Here's... Martinez. Here's Sancho. Back into... Now it's Digne. Sancho in this competition. Off the ball. Clearance made by... The young boys are a point better off, and they're still... Morgan Rodgers, little exchange into... Tight. Resting up ahead of the weekend. Just onto the field, looking to make his mark. Villa sprint. Confirmation of that substitution. Jamaldi towards their favoured end of the stadium. Lovely. And here's Yo, the scorer of the second goal. Myla Diabate, who's been really steady. Cash forward. In towards Rodgers. The home crowd's point of view, not before time. Hands on inside the 6-yard box. Comes, and Harvey Elliott. Kara's Tim Trummer. Decent one. He's a mile on. Ming. Opportunity on a big... Ponsa covering against Kitano. Way. Finding... Digne collects. Decent looking as we go into the final 10 minutes. Digne. Bounce kindly for Rodgers. Villa level on points. Cash. Jimolova. He's going to have another... Jimolova, Rodgers, Cash, look, goes on. Tonight, coming back from Kitano, trying to get away from Lindel. His clearance, the park, and this Salzburg going out of the competition. Diabate, Martinez, who didn't have the outball that he was losing his way a little. Port on the right, Young's ball in, here's a chance, kept his composure. 2-0. Guaranteed a top 8 finish, and now Villa will need to defend, but Mings... Terrific entertainment this second half. Arno's work is done. Danish. Minutes from time. Here comes Morgan, the 7th time in a row at home in Europe for goal number 3. Continue with the free kick. Far side. Final few seconds. There's the final whistle. Went 2-0 up early in the second half. Did one in the 87th minute. And Salzburg eliminated from the competition. Aston Villa 3, Salzburg 2.